Hi, buddy. It's raining all day tomorrow and the next day. So I'm chilling at my buddy's place. I'm gonna go head out on Sunday. Go make some more money. Snow. Ugh. Thank you so much. I got to go to this like little like reptile like rehabilitation place. It's like a reptile rehab slash and rescue slash like petting zoo. It was pretty cool. Hey Cole, how you doing, buddy? How goes it this morning, y'all? It's rainy and gross here. It's kind of irritating. I really wish it wasn't so rainy. Like, hopefully, Dude Man can get because it's supposed to be clear on Sunday. So hopefully, Dude Man can get some work or get the engine worked on and checked out on Sunday. Like, I assume like the people aren't going to go out to the docks when it's raining. So like, rain really putting a damper, get it, bump on my whole boat situation. I just messaged him. He hasn't messaged me back yet. Put a do not disturb on. There we go. Nice. I just finished pouring cup number 2. It's actually sip number 2 of cup number 2. It's been a good chunk of yesterday playing the Pokemon Scarlet. It's pretty fun, but like it's one of those where like I'm gonna beat it and I'll probably never play it again. And I bought it on Sunday. So over the span of the next few days while hiding from the rain, I'm just gonna play the living shit out of it and then go return it for a full refund because I bought it new. Well, I want 100% it. Like I'm not gonna get every Pokemon, but I'm gonna go beat all the gyms and stuff. Go through the main story, which will only take like a day or so. That's a thing. Side quests and cool items and whatnot. That's funny. I'm like that with Skyrim slash Fallout. I've beaten them both, but like now that I've beaten them both, like I very rarely play through the actual main game. I'm usually just wandering around doing shit. Looking for weird crap and or ways I can break the game. I don't like the bubbles. It said bubbles, but I don't like the way the bubbles look. Hello, other person in the chat. Yeah, it's a giant open world game. And there's a bunch of different ways to play it. Same thing with Fallout. It's a big open world game. Both Fallout and Skyrim are very easy to do that with. Straight also just like lose the main plot. Yeah, Fallout's like instead of everybody going really hard into religion in the 40s and 50s, everybody went hard into science and like we got and like Fallout had like in 2024 had like a bunch of robots and shit, and then in 2047 because of all the crazy new robots and like power armor and like mech suits that people were using, it freaked out the world government, and so everybody set off a nuke. China set off a nuke, then we set off nukes, and then nuclear apocalypse. And it's like hundreds of years later, and the whole world's irradiated. Kinda. BioShock's a good game. For the Switch, they have the BioShock Collection 1, 2, and 3. All on one chip. You get it for I got it on sale for $15. It was used. I played through one or a third of the way through one. I need to go back and play all the way through. But I played all the way through the third one. But yeah, BioShock's one of those where I haven't played all the way through yet. It'd be fun to check out. It's a really cool, interesting world. I got stuck in one. I was like trying to get into this one area, like with this chick, and she wanted me into like her special garden area or whatever, and she wanted me to run around and get all these different like ingredients, but there's no map markers for the ingredients. So you're just kind of like wandering around trying to figure out where the fuck you're supposed to go. And it was a little discouraging. And at the time, I didn't have any internet or anything, so I could just pull out my phone and be like, "Where are these?" Yeah, the jump scares in that game are pretty intense for sure. Fuck, man. Big stretches. I see 5 people and 0 likes. Am I that uninteresting? Ugh. Huzzah. Pikmin. Yeah, there's some games that are really fun or were really fun back in the day on PlayStation and whatnot, but like they didn't. But they tried to make them like a mobile version, and it just didn't translate over well. They did that with freaking with Fallout. Tried to make that Fallout Shelter game, which just isn't the same. They tried to do that shit with Super Mario Kart, which just didn't work. So it was like a geocaching type deal. See, those are always dumb. I'd rather just do an actual geocache like adventure. I have like a geocaching app, and you can go find like actual geocaches. Not only can you mark them on your little thing, but it's also like you also can go and like find boxes filled full of stuff. Like I actually hear my at my buddy's place, I have a little baggie filled full of all sorts of different like junk I've gotten at like uh Dollar Tree or whatever, and every now and then we'll go out there and we'll go geocaching. We haven't been in a while though, because he blew out his knee doing something, so he can't go on long walks. But geocaching's pretty cool. Uh, ooh, nasty ass fucking weather out, man. Is it gross out there by you, Cole? Out in the Iowa places, rainy, snowy. It's supposed to be raining. Today's like 80%, so there's like it says it's showers, but tomorrow and the next day, night, Friday and Saturday is supposed to be rainy all day. And then there's supposed to be like no rain on Sunday, so I'm gonna head out to the beach on Sunday, and here's hoping that dude uh, can get my boat checked on this weekend. One of those things. It's like I assume the people that do that type of work wouldn't want to go down on the docks while it's raining, so I'm just like, Oh right, you said that I got a half inch of freezing rain yesterday. Right, right. I don't need to know what you and Caveman are doing, Tommy. Talking about getting wood. JK, JK. That's actually pretty cool. Freaking wood stove. Freaking. Oh, I bet. Wood stoves are the shit, dude. Oh, I fucking love wood stoves. Yeah. I feel like that way with my waiting on my passport there, Cote. Sitting there like yesterday was week 6 of 9 that's supposed to take. So like yeah, only ever closer, right? Exactly. 18 degrees with a 20-mile-an-hour wind. Awesome. That sounds awesome. Moderate wind. Yeah, right. Moderate. Sure. Echoes of eternity. Ooh, Valhalla calling me. You guys are gonna come over here and sit in the plant because it can hold my phone. Yes, you'll go sit inside the plant. You'll go sit inside the plant. A 3-hour trip. Hell yeah. At least it's not like crazy, like covered in snow. Because then you can just like throw on a jacket and yeah, throw some wood in a heater in the stove. Big thing for me is when it's like wet. Like it is right now. It's just wet and gross out. There's not a lot of like chilled structures or places to be that can get you out of the wind and the rain out down south. It doesn't have a billion home bums posted up around it and getting everybody in trouble. Oh, that's lame. No home bums there, but but your neighbors suck. Yeah. Is Tyler and whatever her face still out there? That kid from Dorkside. I've heard some pretty not so. I've heard a couple people paint them in not so nice a light. Said they've done some pretty shisty things. I prefer to see it as a bus versus a van. But sometimes I see it as a van, you know. Depends on how I see it, you know. I know what you mean. I was just being a smartass. It's weird thinking about like how I may or may not have a boat in the next like week or so. Cause like yeah, yeah, I know. Dad jokes. I'm so punny. But that's one of those things where like I've been sort of like stressing about it. Like, what if it doesn't happen? Like, well, then it doesn't happen. Like, either way, I'm still going to Europe. So if it happens, I'll just be like, yeah. But you also know me. I'm a Pisces Aquarius, so the Pisces is gonna get overly emotional and freak out, and the Aquarius is gonna find every reason for it not to go right because excessively analytical computer database like brain. Having my brain doesn't help sometimes. Exactly, that's my thought. Yeah. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, whatever. But if it does, cool. And then I can kick it down to my buddy afterwards. Seriously. Serious internal battle, dude. I had like one of my old friends look up my like birth chart once, and it took her forever to find a site that could do it overseas. But when she finally did it, she was just like, her first initial response is like, "So I looked at your chart and she sent it." And I was like, "I don't know what any of this means." She's like, "Yeah, it's kind of complicated and hard to learn, but so you just pretty much choose to be happy, right?" Like, because from what I can tell, you have every reason to not be happy. You should be an asshole. I'm like, yeah, 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 pretty much. Like, I go out of my way. Yeah, 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 yeah. Cheers. I'd never had anybody put it that way before. And I'm like, eh? I don't know. The bottom half of it's only the bottom half. And it's like the whole bottom half. Nothing on the top, whatever that means. That's all I remember. I'd have to look it up and send it to you. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I haven't looked at it in years. I was back at the beginning of the pandemic. But yeah, she said like I should be the epitome of jaded. And I was like, well, yeah, with all the bullshit that's happened in my life, yeah, duh. But meh, fuck it. People hold on to shit too much and let it rule their lives. I just can't be that person. Interesting. I was born February 19th, 1991, somewhere in the country of Georgia. at 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever that means. So yeah, I wouldn't know how to look it up. Every time I try to look it up, I can put in everything, but then when I try to put in my country and put in Georgia, it won't let me. Like all the things, like all the things, like all the sites and like apps, and they're for being here in America. There's no way for me to be like, I'm over here. So like, I don't know. Makes shit way too complicated. But even interesting to know. Learn more about myself, supposedly, allegedly, you know, to quote Big Bang Theory, Penny talking to Sheldon. So I'm a blah blah blah, which pretty much all you need to know about me. And Sheldon responds because I can't remember what her sign was, but it's like Sheldon's like, "Yep, you are under the grand mass delusion that random astrological bodies born that were above your hospital when you were born would have any sort of thing to do on your personality. You define yourself because of it." Like, mic drop. It's like, damn, Sheldon. I mean, like, I'm a little bit more mystical than that, but it made me laugh. Yeah, exactly. Just because you're born under the blah 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 doesn't mean anything. Like the little kid from the second Ghost Rider movie. Doesn't matter where the power comes from. It's what you, the person, the wielder, the controller of the power, do with it. Like Loki reincarnating, and the supposed legend of like the day that like Loki reincarnates and actually lives a nice life, and it like breaks the fucking paradigm. The whole universe starts ending because it can't deal without the chaos. When the chaos is gone. It's like, and the world will be as one. Yeah, one chaotic, crazy space. All the people left. Bye, people. At least in my screen, it went from 4 people to 3 people to 1 people. Bye, people. Oh, that's my problem. What is? What is your problem? Yeah, it's just us. Poof. They disappeared. I do not know. Yeah, that's what happened. I started talking about mystical stuff and people freak the fuck out. Yep. Get too woo woo, man. We started talking too woo woo. Yep, exactly. They're like, hippie shit. Not them there mystical thinguses. That there's the devil. Well, it says there's only one person in the little corner of the screen. So either Cote is real or Cole's real. Surprise Cole, right? Immediately throws a rock. You mean a Pokeball? No, just a rock. Throws rock. That's the part of Pokemon they never showed you. The really dark part, and like some kid who didn't have a Pokeball, so they just like snuck up behind a Caterpie and knocked it out with a stick. Canon. Yeah, yeah. We've had this discussed, Kote. I'm pretty sure that I'm not actually real. I'm just humanity's collective imaginary best friend that they may or may not actually want, but has it anyways because you can't get rid of me no matter what happens. Yeah. Huh. Pokemon. Yeah. Oh yeah, Pokemon's fucked. Like they're like 11, but yeah, you're like the kids in this recent one are like are like you're like you're like 16 instead of just 10. But even then, you're still just some teenager. Yeah, the real story is true. Yeah, just an cracks a local catch. Yeah, exactly. And stealing them at that too, you know. So like little old Betty's like, my cats keep up coming up missing. Is that really Shed Gang? What's with the king? Where'd the king come from? Was there a fourth word? Cracks knuckles. Dun dun dun. Done got the wizard glare, man. I don't know. I don't know how to ask a question that they would, anything that I would know, anybody else would know because I learned it while talking to you instead of a stream, which someone could just watch. Galaxy brain, bro. Galaxy brain. Yeah, right? 40 chess moves all day, bro. He's a fine line between genius and insanity. And a while back, I took both lines and kind of frayed them apart. It's been kind of like reweaving them together into a rope. So there's no longer a line. It's just one and the same. Just because most of the time you only you only see the insanity doesn't mean the genius isn't in there somewhere. Wherever it is. I think it moves around. It's hard to get a hold of. Gotta like track it down and hold it down for a second. Be like, Aquarius, activate. Most of the time it's just a fucking Pisces is like, woo, purple shit. Anybody drinking any good coffee today? I'm drinking Four Sisters. And I used Das Magical French Press. Trying to get into a new creme brulee. Okay, because like I hear the word king with like the whole like social media bullshit, and I don't follow the fucker, but I've watched Isaac Butterfield and a couple other people talk about him, and so I hear the word king, and I think of Andrew Tate. I'm just like, most people that call themselves a king are a waffle. Not all of them, but most of them. Like, it's just like BDE, man. Run around telling everybody that you got BDE kind of defeats the point. Versus when you just have a BD, the energy already exists. You don't have to run around telling people about it. You can just look at people and they're like, oh, damn. And they know. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, they may or may not, but it's the fact that they feel like they need to go run around telling everybody about this. I have a big penis. Look at me. I'm a king. Big dick energy in the house. I work out all day long. I definitely don't do steroids. I'm completely natty, like that. What's this guy? The Liver King dude. Natty, primal. It's all about being primal. Yeah, I'm all natty. Yeah. Yeah, and we all know how that came out. Primal, natty. Yeah, dude, seriously. Like, yeah, like exactly, Cote. He just is the scandal. Like his whole existence is just one giant scandal. Like that. That fucking guy. Edie. Cheers for sure. Ugh. Primals. Like, and then when you get when you're like that level of big, you're not in shape. You're just large. So like there used to be like the truancy officer, like high school guy who would show up to our school, and he was strong, but he was a regular sized dude. And then there was this other officer who was a little bit shorter than him, but was just like ridiculously gigantic. Like arms like this, like no exaggeration, just stupidly huge. And one day, I'm not going to even try to lie about it. We're supposed to be picking an adult who so we could shadow them for work, and because I wanted my dad to like lay off my back, and because I'm a lazy asshole who didn't look for one, I went and shadowed him around, and we were at the fucking police station, and I saw this dude, and I was like, "So can you take this dude down?" And he straight turned around, and looked at me, and told him that that guy beats him quite consistently on the mat, because if he doesn't pin him within like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, he's tired, and then the other officer, the smaller dude, takes him down, which is like 75% of the time because the other officer's strong too and has way more stamina. Whereas the other dude's just big. Like that's all he's got going for him. Is he weighs about a buck 95 at 5'6". He's built like a brick shithouse. Like dude's fucking gigantic. But that's all he is. Like he has no stamina whatsoever. Officer Jackson. Wow, it's been a long time since I thought about Officer Jackson. There's so many weird people that have a platform. Seriously, like, dude, you. Oh my god. Like, this shit's nuts, dude. Yeah, freak of nature big, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But do you even lift, bro? Dost thou lift? O Liver King, dost thou movest weights? No, I I move tires all day long, lift weights, and eat raw liver and organs. That's why I'm strong and natty. Definitely don't take 11 to 15 grand worth of supplements every month. Definitely don't do that. Yeah, right, exactly. Like, why do you need to be that big? Like, to the like at some point, I think it's like a mental thing. Like, they can become addicted to the size of it or whatever. How many tractor tires? Seriously though. Yeah, primals. Primals. Yeah. Rah, rah, rah. I don't know. They just put me in a fucking. They would just put me in a muscle shoot and shoot me from the back. Yeah, I could do all his shit. Do you even lift cows, bro? That's my exercise routine. Is when I do 21s instead of using a bar, just pick up the cow. Oh. And then you got like this other dude from Pakistan, Eddie Hall, the world's strongest man. Like has like I follow him on Facebook, and he makes all these videos about this guy named Khan Baba, this alleged giant Hercules or Hulk of Pakistan. But like he's like no matter how many times people have tried to get him to do it, like in tons of different ways, from offering him money to challenges and everything in between, like interviews and like make him super rich, he won't take off his shirt because he's like he because he's like clearly wearing some like ridiculously big bodysuit, and like it's like why? Like just I just don't get the I just don't get the thing about it. It's just so weird. Look up Khan Baba. Like just look at this dude. Like like any of the pictures where he's in a big black shirt or like, and you tell me that man is real. Like just look at him. If he's that big, he can't walk. Like Like there's one or the other, bro. Because it's like you're either that big and you're just stuck on a bed like that one big fat guy they had to lift out of the house with a crane, or you're wearing a blow up suit, bodysuit, and everything's all like staged. Yeah, right. Exactly. My 690 pound life. Like fuck. I'm Gone Bubba. Like doing like stuff where he's like pushing over people or like allegedly crushing like cast iron skillets and shit. I literally looked at Pakistan Hawk on YouTube. Yeah, dude. But no, no, no. He's the same way. He's the same way as fucking. He's like their version of the Liver King. Like he's 100% legit. That's not a bodysuit. He really is that big. All of his lifting, those aren't fake weights. He really did lift 700 pounds over his head. Like, ah, so it's not even like being that strong. It's pretending to be that big and being that strong. Not even like Eddie Hall, where you really are just that strong. Or like that one guy, the other guy who's like bigger than Eddie Hall. Can't remember his name, but I've seen like a video with him, and he like stands like a foot taller than Eddie Hall. Like, and they have like strongman competitions against each other. Oh yeah, he's definitely a massive motherfucker. He's definitely like tall as fuck. He's definitely a large individual. But no one is that broad, bro, and can move. If you're that wide, you're fat. Like, like there aren't even like Samoan slash freaking sumos that get that big and move around, and they train to be that fat and that strong. Like they train to be able to move like that. People need to hug their children more. I think his dad is Hercules. Oh, that makes sense. His dad's a god. See, that's what it is. That's what they didn't tell you. Is that he's only half Pakistani. The other half is Greek because, yeah, his dad's a Greek god. There we go. That's why he can be that fat and still move around because of his super strength. See? Galaxy brain on this cool guy over here. Yeah, duh. Obviously. I don't even know why we didn't think of that. Of course. Like, he's clearly just like, yeah. Yeah, we were so wrong with the judge without knowing all the facts. We should have known that his dad was Hercules. I mean, like, duh, makes total sense. Of course. uh, some people's children, man. Oh, fuck. Oh, ugh. Uh, this rain sucks. I'm almost out of. I'm like on the last like end of my dab cart, and I can't go fly for some quick work to get a dab cart. That's what I would do. I'd just go fly real quick, make some money. But it's fucking raining. So like I'm gonna like stretch this last bit of the dab cart over the span of like the next 3 4 days till Sunday, and then go make money on Sunday. It's just like, I want to go take a hit off the dab cart, but I shouldn't because like I don't need it right now. And future me will be very upset that he has no dabs whatsoever. That's okay. I need to work on weaning myself off of it anyways, because when I go over to Europe, it's not like I'm gonna be carrying around dabs or anything like that. I'm not fucking around. I'm not trying to go to the wrong country and end up in fucking prison slash deported back to America like immediately. Finally got new coils for my pen and now my pen is broken. That's some real shit right there, dude. I love this jacket. Alex gave it to me uh, the like lesbian couple or what that was living in the tree back in the day 2 years ago from over by the handlebar. It was like Daddy and Alex. It was like the one chick was being called Daddy and the other one and Alex is Alex. She's still there. Alex is at the Ponderosa right now, actually, like whatnot, doing Alex things. Like I ran into her a couple months back when I went to there for the Christmassy thing. Two lesbian chicks, because they were both two like they were in their make very much like two older like in their like mid to late 40s. The one chick had like very much gray hair. They're both females for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't like you'd know them by sight. Um, but yeah, fucking she gave it to me. DS. Which DS? Desert South? I don't know what the fuck DS means. I just know you're in New Mexico. I don't know the name. She said she saw it at a thrift store for like $5. I was walking around trying to like trade it for like uh trade it for $15. And I was like, well, I don't have $15, but I have a 20. And I gave it to her. It was like back at the beginning of the pandemic. I had just gotten one of those stimulus checks, so I had like a little under at the time I had a little under a grand just chilling in my pocket because my card was being wonky. So every time I got one of those, I just took it immediately off the card and put it in cash because I didn't want like the card was like being glitchy and charging me money without my permission. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll just go. Like I just went to my bag and fucking pulled out a $20 bill. I was staying at the handlebar at the time, so I just went to the back, grabbed a 20, and handed it to her. And grabbed it, and I was like, fuck yeah. Like somebody, she was talking about. She showed up trying to trade it off slash trade it for either Molly or acid, or she wanted to get money so she could go get Molly or acid. And I'm like, well, I don't have Molly or acid, but I have a $20 bill. I'm like, and I want purple fuzzy thing. Somebody was like, I think it was one of the kids over from from the rabbit hole was like, "You trying to get rid of that? I know just the person who wants that purple jacket." And they brought them over. I was like, hell yeah, dude, I'll buy that off of you. Give me a fuzzy warm thing. This thing's so warm. It's like a Russian fur jacket, but it's purple because purple. Ugh, freaking closer and closer to my passport being in my hand. It's like starting to really feel the like this like other level of freaking, like uh, itchy feet. Fuck, I can't like this could happen any second now. Like it's faster it happens, the better. Like get passport in hand. Then it's as soon as I have my passport in hand, I'm gonna figure out the next cheapest plane ticket that I can afford. Either afford or if I need to get some more money because it's taken so long, I might have to get more cash to afford it. But either way, then I will know exactly the exact price that I'll need versus ordering it now and getting it for cheaper. But if it comes back that like uh my picture or what wasn't right, wasn't good enough or whatever, there's some dumb crap like that which can easily happen. It could be even longer. So dark side, right? Yeah, they were living in the tree right there in the middle of the parking lot at skate park. They went on a lot of town runs and stuff, so you may not have ran into them. Lunchtime, hell yeah. Yeah, we're coming up on that hour mark. Thank you guys for popping through. Uh, catch you guys on the flip side. Hopefully next Tuesday, my next scheduled live stream, I'll have news for you and everything works out. Like I'm really worried that because of the rain this weekend, dude's not going to be able to get the engine serviced. But for all I know, he'll be able to get it serviced on Sunday when it's not rainy. And come Tuesday, I could be messaging you guys. I could be starting a live stream telling you guys that, you know, I am legit the owner of this boat. It all comes down to whether or not it's functional and whether or not he's going to give it to me. He doesn't want to give me something that's going to die. So here's hoping. Mad love, Kote. Later, Coles. Shed Gang. Whoever's still in here. Mad love. Don't forget to put your click your like buttons on the way out. Share this video and whatnot so it gets more this live stream so it gets more views and uh, money links are in the description. Help me pay for the last bit of gear I need to go overseas. Slash my Amazon wish list is in the description, and you can help me get said wall universal wall plug and new slash additional solar panel charger thingamajig. They're in my wish list. Thank you so much. Loving you guys. By the way, I don't know if you saw my message last time. My diesel tech and small engine whiz if you need anything or any advice. For sure, for sure. That'll all come down to if I actually own it. He's gonna pay somebody to look it over. And so like it'll all come down to is the engine because it was running and okay, like fine, like was completely fine when he's turned it off, but he hasn't turned it on in like 2.5 years, so he's like worried that it's not going to function properly. And it's like I don't want to send you out in the water with a busted mainsail and a broken engine. I was like, man, I don't even care about the mainsail, man. Just give me an engine that works. I'm like right there in Dana Point. I'll just cruise on up to freaking Long Beach and just putz around up there and chill. Go over to Catalina Island and back. Take like friends and whatnot to Catalina Island and back. I hope so, man. Here's praying, man. That'd be the coolest thing ever to have a boat to chill on and show people some love with while waiting on my passport to come through and get overseas. And then be able to kick it down to my buddy so that freaking he can live on it instead of having to try to pay rent at this horribly overpriced apartment slash bust his ass to and slash overpay to get an RV that's decent enough for him and his dog to live in. So, yep, it's good. Hasta la pasta. Like, share, subscribe. Links in the description for all the monies and whatnot. Thank you. Bye. Catch you guys on the flip side.